Howdy zowdy, Big Beefy Burger Body here with another episode of Peglin. It's just making some sounds right here. We beat Crucible level 3, which was the remove a crit like peg from the board. Pretty bad. This one not nearly as difficult. It just adds everything else from the previous ones, you know. But misnavigation is the damage you take from that increases by 5. Not like that bad, realistically. Detonating while navigating. I'm just gonna take it so it's added to the list of items. Maybe we do it, because I don't know why you would ever want to do that, unless the gold chest one. We'll figure this stuff out. The main thing, yeah, just don't fall into the fire at the bottom of the map. At least with the orbs I grab, that's not really a common occurrence. So it's really not problematic for the most part. I would like some more gold on this early level, though. You gotta get some of that gold. We had an insane build on the last one we played, so spinification, I don't like it. Every 2 crits, you gain and causes enemies to take times 10 extra damage from crits. Ooh. That seems kind of good, but also, nothing really here stands out. You know, I really like my, the orbs I get normally. They'll just not land into the fire and take, 7 damage. It's rarely a problem. I'm not gonna say it never is a problem, because if you don't clear out this board well enough before you actually navigate, it can be a good way to just take a bunch of damage, especially if you have things like extra durable balls or pegs. Then it's a really weird thing to do. I'm gonna do a dumb strat. We have I get $5. Alright, I don't really want any of these. I guess I'll upgrade crit orb, even though I don't even think I'm gonna use it. I get $5 if I blow up bombs, so sweet, I got exactly $5. That is gonna help me so much. Duplicate all orbs. I don't want any of these. You're gonna give me okay, at least it was the not completely useless one. I just took cold medicine doctor prescribed from my cough I've had for forever. I guess start with 3 peg bombs. Let's just grab it. Well, maybe these count as navigation, and I don't really care where I go here. And I gotta say, I'm not someone that is fully grossed out by taking medicine. This is the worst medicine I've ever had. It is foul. It is straight. It tastes like alcohol, man. Imagine drinking alcohol for the flavor. It's pretty gross. First orb hit is upgraded 10 times. You know what? I haven't used it. It's new. Upgraded 20 times. This might be funny. It could be a good way to get stuff. I don't know if I'm confident enough to beat a super boss. I'm honestly okay with getting hit. You wanna know why? Because I just hit 2 more bombs, that's $10 more. It's the funny guy. So let's upgrade this orb 20 times. I guess if you get a bunch of those, upgrading the orbs is really good. I don't know if I'll hit this, but That's 24 right there. That's a 24 damage hit. This boss might be hard because we don't have like a orb that helps clear stuff very well. And this boss might then become an issue. Because of that. You know, I really like... I just haven't seen, like... all that many good orbs. I think this game has suffered very hard from, like... item bloat. If that makes sense. Like, it really is... like, here's an orb that adds a status effect, and I don't really like the status effect, like, orbs very much. I don't really gel with them. We are just gonna always take a lightning orb and immediately upgrade it. Whenever you defeat a non-minion enemy, convert an orb into a little cross that increases my max health. I think that sounds awful. I'm gonna take this one because it's good. The reason for this is one, non-minion means like bosses that spawn minions like that don't count, so you can't just like infinitely get things. But what sucks is like a lot of the time you like kill an enemy, you've killed the whole like room. So I don't see that being very useful. Conceptually, that's good because not only because if it like converts something, then that the board is ended. I guess if you're doing like it doesn't disappear when you navigate, but I don't know, the chance of like the chance of like that just seems like one of the most niche, weirdest, worst like orbs in the game. I'm glad I killed that bat so it didn't is it the Undertale damage sound? Snowball. This thing gets more damage for every orb, every 25 orbs hit. I like the idea of that. I'm gonna take that. We're gonna upgrade that next. But it's like, hey, you gotta kill all these enemies. I guess because like you kill a lot of enemies on a lot of boards. Maybe it'll be better. An extra discard is crazy good. It's like probably the best relic in the game. By far. I don't have much gold. I'm just gonna try to go to the shop. Probably just remove one of these rocks. Detonate these in one hit. That'll be good for the... Yes! I haven't been able to do that in a while. If you break all of the bombs on a stage, you get a extra relic. Attack that increased damage multiplier based on the number of damaged, like, used pegs or removed pegs. But the board contains 2 crits. I want to take it because it's new. Increased damage multiplier. Just try not to refresh. Honestly, I think I'm okay with having the rocks in my inventory right now. Let's get another good relic. Try to beat these bosses. Yeah, we'll just kill these slimes here. You're gone, buddy. I don't wanna... Might as well just upgrade this one. Oh, I didn't want to go down. It's unfortunate. Well, I'll probably just kill this back slime here, and then we can just toss something in there. Get to that snowball. So if it's removed pegs... Let's see, that's like 68 damage. Is it because they're... I don't know. The snowball is tiny. For... Nice. Hopefully upgrading snowball makes it larger. That it starting off that small makes it like actually horrible. Let's upgrade this orb another funny amount of times. Okay, we've hit with all the bombs. That will kill. The orb itself will have killed now. Gain him muscle. I'm just gonna call him Must Circle because like that's what it's called. Dense activates each peg 2 times. That's really good. But also, like, I kind of don't want to do it. I do like the up. We're on an upgrade sort of situation. I'm gonna go ahead and just like. Does this thing gains damage? All snowballs. Now is this like permanent? Spinification sucks. Whenever enemy spawns, gain illusion. Take lethal damage. I guess we'll take the spinification one. Let's go ahead and let's go for the secret. I might fall in the fire. Yeah.
Oh no, I took a little bit of extra damage. Oh no.
Remove orb. Let's get rid of one of these rocks. Me having so many orbs doesn't really matter because we have 2 discards, and unless I get like -1 discard relic, that's not gonna be a problem. Let's just get to the frog foot. I should leave those bombs over there and just like not worry about it. And toss this in there. That's gonna kill all of those guys. You're dead. Oh, that was a satisfying little thing. I'm gonna... Ooh, another frog orb. You know what? Add the frog orb. Upgrade the frog orb. Go for it. Upgrade another orb. We want this to do a little more damage. There goes my money. But, you know, we're gonna get $5 from hitting these bombs. $5 more than I would have had otherwise. This would be a good way to hit, like, orbs, right? I don't think I like the snowball. I think the snowball might suck. We gotta figure it out. Is the snowball the worst one? That wasn't a lot of damage.
Oof, he says, making a Roblox reference.
I don't have that much health, so I probably shouldn't, like, throw. Probably should have not thrown the dagger, honestly. That shit did, like, snowball damage. I don't think I can hit this crit from here. That did so little. Okay. We need to hold on. I don't think this boss is that good for the things I have, realistically. Yeah, I'll pick 40 damage. What's that gonna do for me? Nothing? I'm gonna just keep taking damage. Try to hit this, get the crit. That's 100. Okay. We can't hit our refreshes. That only upgrades it? Hold on. I gotta think of where to shoot. Maybe just like... Okay, we can just do this. We'll glide off and hit it. That was closer than it should have been. Okay, well, we got Generate Orb. Lightning Slime every 8 pegs hit. All of these, like, every amount of peg hit orbs have gotten way worse. I feel like you can't hit... Without, like, orbs multiplying, they just end up not being great. Like, you need, like, multi-orb on, like, everything to make those viable. So target enemy is dealt orb stat damage for every activated, but only takes Okay, I don't... Projectile attacks pierce 2 additional enemies. The bombs do less damage. Battles start with 3 times as many gold, but purchases are twice as expensive. That seems cool. I'm gonna go with the one that's really good in the way you get through Crucible past this, which is how I've done it. All orbs just get +2, +0, and the board contains one less crit. So, one, we gotta get rid of our Dag Orb. It's actually completely valueless to us now. Well, actually, it's not. It's still gonna do like 3 damage a hit. We actually do less damage a lot of the time if we crit. So you want to just not try to crit. And it's really good because the one downside is a positive. You can't crit anymore. So because there's no crits on the board. Like, this is a 5 damage orb. And I don't have to hit a crit orb. So you just ignore the crit mechanic. And I'm going to go ahead and just, like, we'll just literally upgrade all our good orbs and go. Just try to not fall into the hole. I guess I should have paid attention to what these were, but I'm going to go this way anyway, because I just picked right, I guess. Like, the correct option I would have taken. I want to remove the Dag Orbs from my inventory. Take the Leapfrog. Preferably, like, even, like, our Pebballs are good. We can just upgrade a bunch of stuff with this. You want this early? We could also just get another one, and that increases our chances of finding these. That's a 34 damage ball right there. 64 damage ball right there. Wait till that thing refreshes, man. I think the game is still a lot of fun. I definitely have my preferences. Because I don't really see a lot of these other items having a lot of value. Like, snowballs, like, actually, like, complete trash. Because, like, obviously, you would just add base damage to, like, good items. Even just upgrading these. That's 1 damage? Okay, that's not that good. I could get a bouncy ball. I do like the idea of bouncy ball. Actually, do I want to do the shop, or do I want to go fight the boss? I want to throw the bouncy ball. That didn't do all that much, I'll be real. Maybe the bouncy ball was not that good. Maybe we can get some use out of this. I'm going to try to hit the refresh here. We did not. You're gonna heal everybody like that? That's kind of lame for you to be doing something like that. That's nice that if you hit a bomb... Unfortunately, we're gonna get hit a little bit. We need this refresh. I'm realizing. Hopefully that poison just kills you? Okay, yeah. I need, like, a multi-orb. I need, like, something like this. Upgrade. Multi-orb, 4 damage attack. Do I want a shop or do I want a boss? I did it like that, so I could try to, like, go in there to make... If it makes sense. So the battles start with $10 more. Extra refresh... I have $50, so I might actually not even remove a board if one of these is really good. Conditional health item, that's boring and I hate. Can be upgraded and any number of times. I think just a refresh. That's, like, not bad. We can get out. Oh, it's a mimic! Oh, secret! He threw the worst item at me. Whoa! He threw the other thing! Luigi! I want to remove this fucking snowball, by the way. It has to be small. If it started medium sized, I'd be okay with it, but like, holy shit, is this like the worst orb in the game? And I've seen some orbs that are bad. Wow! Ooh! I mean, I guess I could sneak it in there. Like, what value is that gonna give me? Hit that 30. You gotta hit that 30, dog. Ah, you don't hit the 30? Oh, he died. You know, we got the hit number of pegs. Each shot, a random slot becomes a portal. Teleports to the orb up to 3 times. Whenever you lose HP, reduce it by 1. Targeted attacks also hit nearby enemies. Like, this one was insane with lightning. if you're sensing a pattern with the kind of orbs I like to use in this video game, I'm not sorry, it's fun. I really like that. I really like those items. Is this poison really good, actually, and I should be using it for like, more things? I feel like just, like, Pierce is better than poison, though. And bombs exist. Like, yeah, poison's cool and all, but poison. Like, you know, you just, like, kill them with, like a funny thing, you know? Let's use the thing. It's gonna do more damage than our dag orb. Let's get a little bouncy in here. This thing likes to hop. That is something I can get behind. Oh, and then you got your boyfriend in the background? I don't think I'm gonna kill it. We missed out on the... Alright, doesn't really matter. We got this. That didn't hit a bomb. Okay, there you go. Hit a bomb. Like that right there is what you want. It's small. You know what it would have been a really, like, thing to have? Would have been really a thing to have, you know? Right, apply rubber. Durable and bouncy. You know what? Whenever your crit is triggered, gain... Don't think we're gonna be doing that one. Every shot is a crit when fired. Okay, we don't want to do that one. Whenever a crit is triggered. Why are these the worst things? Hi, you removed all the crits. These are all crit items. How? Literally skip. I'm not even gonna take one out of this. I'm disrespected. Really? That's actually, like, blasphemous. I'm actually pissed about that. Oh, here's 3 items that are completely valueless. Alright, fair enough. What was that? I just went into the Isaac room and I got, like... I can't think of an active item that I wouldn't pick up. Even though that would describe most of them. Another lightning orb. You can never go wrong with a little bit of lightning. I feel like watching me play this is going to get repetitive the more I just use the exact same orb that I like. Attack, apply on crit. Hey, look at crit item. I'll just take max health. Do I care where to go? I guess one more fight is also, like, good, but also... Aw. Got very close to getting an extra item, which I need to make up for the trash that I got earlier. Alright. Snowball, this is your one chance. This guy here ain't gonna talk bad about Snowball anymore. Wow, that's a pretty good. That's a pretty good orb. You just need to get for a good board, and this happened to be the exact kind of board that works for. We love this orb. This one's the iconic one. No, we're not gonna. Let's not like double dip on upgrades like that. So if I hit a bomb, I get $5, and that means I can get a little bit more money. That bet it upgrades later. $6, $7. Look at all those dollars. I took damage. Guess who doesn't even care? I'm hitting the money. This might be. Imagine that with durable is like kind of my thought process there. I think you do a lot of damage, and I don't appreciate your existence. So we're just gonna try to get some levels up on that. You did 4 damage. Okay, that's not how I would describe a lot of damage, actually. It's quite pitiful damage, actually. We didn't hit the refresh, unfortunately. We have 3 of them. There you go, the refresh has finally been activated. This is, even though I was proven wrong by the snowball, I don't think this is the best or like board for the snowball, so I'm not gonna try it. We do want to hit this 30 here, and then maybe a refresh. We hit the 30 a second time. There you go, there's the damage. Hey, another one of these. I'll take it. We just take orbs because they're fun. I think I'm gonna heal. Activate attacks just gain extra damage. Trigger a crit on a refresh is really good. But heal 1 health for every 15 pegs. Can I refund the last one I just picked up? Let's try to do some shenanigans. Okay, let's not do shenanigans. I was gonna try to hit that bomb and get some points. I don't think I can't really like. All right, fate has decided that I'm gonna go here, I guess. I've got a couple orbs that just do things. Like bouncy here. Is bouncy. Nothing's bouncier. Snowball. You gotta have faith in Snowball. I don't think it's gonna do very much. It's cool that it's like... It is very board dependent. Oh, that's a bad place to have that. Plus 30 there. This is a pretty, like, bad board. Oh, well, I got a painting thing. I've not done a lot of damage to the boss. We need to be doing a lot more damage to this boss if I'm gonna get any value. Hopefully that doesn't happen. That's a big damage boost, yikes moment right there. 40 health, not looking the best. Our lightning orbs are at the bottom, so like we're gonna get some mega damage here now. I might die to her. I just realized that these paintings are like leveling up. I have to throw this, right? That's fucking stupid. I think I have to kill these paintings. Right? What happens when the paintings get like fully made? I gotta figure it out. I think I'm gonna die just cause like Okay, I don't know. Do these, like, not trigger? I should have just hit the boss. We gotta hit the boss. That is so stupid. We're gonna lose now. No, this thing's gonna save my life. See? You're gonna kill me for 4 health? Well, you know what? You have made the worst decision you can ever make. This lightning orb is gonna hit this like 10 times. It didn't work because it refreshed it. We got 8 health. You're gonna hit me twice. Fuck you. Alright, well, fair enough. Don't pick fun orbs. Just go for the ones that work. Got it. We're gonna go ahead and try it one more time. It literally is a don't pick things that are bad thing. Because 80% of the things are bad. First thing hit by each orb. I'm gonna do this one. Because that's new. See, that one's good. Because it does what the frog feet do. But forever. On everything. I don't want to talk about how that crit didn't get hit. You don't have to like draw a very specific thing. So the frog, snowball, bouncy, those are all never being picked up again. The snowball is cool, but it was also completely why we lost. Like, not a doubt in my mind. This board sucks, by the way. Holy shit, does this board suck. Can I, like, get a... Here's a bunch of enemies. This one is always, like, are you going to just get walked at by, like, a bunch of slimes? And we won't hit this crit. Ready? See? As fate told. As fate would have it. Okay, I think we killed this guy. I imagine not having, like, that item. Attacks Pierce. It's like, this one's it's a good item. And we're gonna upgrade it, so it does a little more damage. That run felt good. I just need to not pick up. Every time I pick up the orb upgrade thing, it's usually bad. I think the upgrade mechanic works, but you need the relics that do it. Because, like, so many of these orbs are, like, we add a thing to the board, and it's, like, one, you can't control one that's, like, put into the... I'm gonna shake the tree and get an egg. You can't control when you get them. You want them early. But also, you don't want to, like, set up things, because, like, the enemies are setting up shit, too, and you don't set stuff up in this game. So I feel like rarely something like that works out. And I'm just gonna keep doing this. You know what killed me? It was the 3 crit items when I wasn't doing crits. That one really sucked, huh? Oh, I should be paying attention to the egg, by the way, so I don't like just delete it. So we're gonna just go lightning again. Upgrade it. Upgrade it when we can, I guess. We didn't have enough upgrade points. A good relic from this boss would be nice. I'm gonna miss having 2 discards, because that's like... We had some of the really good items. But I've learned my lesson. Also, there are so many boards in this game where it's like, okay, so you throw an orb, it hits 6 things because it falls weird. Exactly. So like hit 10 orbs with the orb, that wouldn't have even procced something, and what control would I have had for that? They simply don't work. These aren't like Peggle boards where you can like typically get a very specific like combo. I feel like the orb weight is just too high for like funny combos like that. Like you're not gonna have the hamster like tell you, radical. You know? I was gonna shoot for gold, but I would actually rather just like get this boss relic. Because then we can go to the shop, get another boss relic. Not from the shop, but from the other side guy on that side there. I don't have things. There you go. So these pierce an enemy. This pierces 2 enemies. Hopefully this falls to the very bottom like that. Yep, that's what we prefer. Don't even get it. Don't get it twisted. That's exactly what I wanted. Was the orb to not go where I want? Did I really want this egg? Have you always been able to aim at the top like that? I don't think you could. Have you always been able to not have refreshes in good spots? Like, hit this refresh? Okay, fair enough. Whatever. It's just like, whatever. Like, whatever you want to do to me. Feels like it's out of my control. Looks like I have to heal. Unfortunately, I had the corn on the cob item that was really good. But I died. Because the board did not let you hit enemies. And you died to be okay, upgraded orb. See, we could, like, heal, but I could do this. When you apply a bramble, so that's useless. Things refresh into bombs. You know what, I'll do it. I will fight the champion, by the way. I don't care. All attacks get extra crit damage. Extra relic options, honestly. I think compared to everything else. It's small, so it's useless. Whoa! Like, this is a board I could probably hit like 5 enemies in. I would have applied 2 slime. We're close to death. Nice refreshes. Check this out. Okay, there's something very annoying. Can I just... Okay, you can just hit enter to cast. Is you try to, like... I guess I just should hit space for those. Well, you try to cast something, and then you click on an enemy, and that targets the enemy instead of casting the orb. That's always been an annoying thing, and I've never thought what I would need to do to, like, not have that happen. I think I need a heal. I hate to have to heal, but I have to heal, so. Oh, the run is bad if I'm having to spend gold on healing. Immune to damage when reloading. So let's go down to 1 orb. Permanent reload build. Let's just go get another gold, like, chest. Corn on the cob is back. We don't have gold, so I don't think I care where this bounces me. Maybe we find a good orb in the shop. Unfortunately not. I don't even want to look at what those are. We're having a little bit of a longer Balatro. I hate this boss. So let's just fight a strong monster. You know what that means? I'm not gonna kill this thing in time, man. We can kill it. We can kill it. We can kill it. Absolutely can kill it. Ready? Bomb's gonna kill it. Here's how we kill this the slime. Bomb kills it. We got money. Okay. I don't know why I use this one. You know why? Because it's like, hey, it does more damage than the other one. But it's we don't have the pierce thing. We don't really need it there. Upgrade orb, get lightning to do a little bit more damage. All right. Activates crits refresh the board. The board gain damage every 4 shots. Every prime number shot pierces an additional enemy. Boring. Actually, you know what? I might go for this. You wanna know why? Maybe we can get some refreshes in. Get a nice refreshing beverage. I don't think we're... Okay, so, like, I just played that last boss really bad. They should just kill, like, basically everything there. I want to try to get, like lightning procs so I can get some money. It is such a good money grabbing orb. I'm gonna take some damage. I don't... Does it say card for every enemy unlocked? I don't think I care about the cards. There's another slime. Okay, here's how we get rid of that. I can't tell what his health is because he's like stuck behind this. I'm just gonna bounce these off the I'm gonna bounce these off the enemies and just do that instead of refreshing this board. I do like my lightning orbs. You know, I like my lightning orbs. Upgrade my lightning orb. And they're gonna help me also, you know, more pegs hit. It's funny that the best one for hitting pegs doesn't have an effect. So, like, it doesn't gain the value out of that. We are not hitting a crit here. I don't even care. Should have had faith, you know? Anyway. Let's try to hit some of these brambles out of the way. As this thing is a monster for clearing this boss. Okay, I'm trying to launch. I like the unicorn horn. It's shockingly good. I think Sven is the unicorn's name from Peglin. I've always liked his ability to like the most. And if you're good at the game, you don't need it, but like... I don't know. I don't know the Call of Duty Easter egg to be able to know all the lineups. So it appeals to me. You don't have an enemy spawned out, so I don't think I care about that. I want to try to hit this. Okay. You're gonna keep spawning these? Unfortunately, all these are at the bottom. I didn't want to shoot this. I was just clicking through. Like clicking through helps get through these phases. Alright. No. There you go. No more of those shenanigans. I could get another lightning orb, you know? There's always a reason to get another lightning orb. All pegs have durable. All pegs are... Well, all bombs are replaced with bombs. At the start, gain crit damage, but the board contains one less refresh. Battle starts with crits. Status effects you apply. So this is going to be awful. I'm going to go with durable. Durable is like one of the best ones. For my kind of shenanigans I like to pull in this game. I think we're going left side after this. I haven't really been utilizing the extra bonus damage that my starting relic has, but I don't think I need to too much. I can probably just keep aiming at this one. It's probably going to be easier to maintain because we can durable it and then maybe hit it multiple times. So it synergizes well with that. For some reason that time, it didn't, like, I blew up a bomb earlier and then when it hit an actual peg, it let the damage bonus happen, but that time it didn't. I wasn't even paying attention to that. You know, another lightning orb. Did I even use one? You can just upgrade another lightning orb. Let's go fight the funny guy. Go fight the funny guy. I'm feeling more confident on this one because I'm not taking a bunch of trash orbs that do nothing. I do have corn on the cob, keep that in mind. Also, if I refresh the board, I get stats? Yeah, I do. So we want more refreshes, honestly. Because that helps our orbs do more damage. I don't know how afraid I of these things I should be. I'm gonna hope that it just pierces them and breaks them. Yeah, okay, good. I'm pretty, like, just regular orbs just, like, reflect off of them, and that's problematic. Also, upgrading these lightning orbs doesn't matter too much. Refreshes move after every shot. I guess I'll do it in case we get put into a bad situation. We're just gonna go for this. We have plenty of gold. Offer the Pebble. I got a Pebble level 2. There you go. I don't have to worry about having as many Pebballs that we're not going to be using. This boss was pretty easy last time. Not worried about trying to get crits in there. Ooh, look at this bomb. Look at it. Ooh, I hit the bomb. Basically, the more you play later level Peglin, you just don't want to do crits. Unless you get a bunch of crits. I mean, just the board having one less crit is already, like, really bad. There you go. I could get another lightning orb. You know what? Can't go wrong with another lightning orb. What the fuck? Enemies just become weaknesses instead. Pegboards start with twice as many bombs. I kind of like that. It can synergize well with bomb. The board starts with more bombs if we happen to find it. But also, just like a board like this, like... It's basically over for this. Oh, I came out of spawn! No, look at me over here at spawn. And I'm gonna hit them with a pierce, they die. Yeah, you want a pierce, you want bombs, you want to upgrade this. Even though I actually don't even think I need to upgrade those, so I'm actually gonna save my money. We're trying to not crit. I want to get the, like, remove the crit from the board again. Duplicate an orb, I'm sensing a pattern. No, we actually do want to fight. Boss relic or funny? I'm gonna hope this hits both of these guys. I like the bouncers, they go boink. Dude, well, I killed the lantern and then, like, the guy died. Or like the chandelier, it's not a lantern, it's like a different lighting system that thing is usually referred to. And then I pretty much don't care about whatever this orb does, even though like this is a board that you can hit pegs in. It seems, especially when they're durable. Which I did say earlier, if these were durable boards, it's probably gonna be harder to navigate, but we'll figure this out. Close. Close to not being where I wanted to go. I had a hand in deciding to do that. Heal for every activated while successfully navigating. Fuck you, I don't like that one. And I don't really want post-battle max out HP increases, because they're not great. Might as well get 1 gold on the way down. I'm not worried about this boss. Hey, we got a lot of enemy variety in this game. Most enemy variety, Edmund. That's usually what I say as a snarky comment when I get the same rooms in a row and Isaac. Which is just funny because the game has a lot of it actually does have a lot of room variety, and it's funny when it happens to like spawn the same one 3 times in a row. Really, you're gonna give me the same boss 2 times in a row? Like, what? This is probably the easiest of the bosses in this location, especially when you have healing and durable. It's called durable. That was not supposed to be Sans, but I guess it would have. I think we're just gonna increase our max HP. Whenever bombs are created, create an additional bomb. Does that count as like doubling bombs? No, it's not in battle. Leave a stationary copy. Lethal damage. We're gonna do the leave a stationary copy of the thing. Because that sounds broken. Get 2 fireballs. Yeah, no, I don't want to do that. Fireballs, back when this game had item bloat, they were pretty decent. I don't know how good the fireballs are now. My hunch is telling, like, I got a hunch they're not good, but I could just be wrong. So, these are all gonna move, and they're just gonna leave more refreshes. We're actually in the situation now where I don't want to use these. So now it's actually bad for me to crit. So I should just try to remove my crits from the board. It's weird because this is like... Again, it's the relics that have the effect of add stuff to the board. Those are really good. Orb that is like hit 8 pegs to put one of them to have slime are like the worst in the game. Bar none. I guess I'm upgrading these. Good thing I can, ooh, actually, let's do something funny. Yeah, I was hoping it was gonna, like, go in there and, like... I need the bombs explode and hit other things. It's good because I can try to not kill the knights. Also, if I decide to aim these in a direction that's not towards those crits, I can actually get some benefits out. So let's try this. It's a lot of damage right here. That's 400 damage. That's this boss with like the most resilience for orbs ever. I'm gonna shoot this here. You wanna know why? Because it's gonna hit these refreshes. That's gonna give me another damage. When I don't hit this crit that's gonna spawn over here on the side, damn it. Alright, hit this over here on the side, don't crit. Yeah, our don't hit crits do a lot more damage. I kind of want to get rid of these crits. That's still good damage. It's like, we want to remove our crit from our board if possible. It's sad that only one item removes a crit from the board. I think at least one item does. It would be nice if there was a relic that was like, just, instead of like the boss relic that also gives the benefit of the damage bonus. I'm just gonna upgrade, How about no? How about I just increase max HP? All attacks deal double damage. When taken, add 2 rare orbs. Yeah, no. All orbs get morbid. No. Just every shot has a multi-ball. Let's just do the multi-ball one. Like, that one is outrageously strong. Our whole, again, it would be nice to remove a crit from the board. We're probably not going to be able to do that. At the very least, find something that helps us do crit damage. I'm honestly going to do some shenanigans. Let's bounce this. And then we can dig in here and probably, like, defeat these guys. I don't have anything to upgrade, so we're just gonna keep getting max HP. A lot of random things. We want that if we can manage it. So I'm going to try my hardest to actually get. Fortunately. Oh, these move when you hit them, so we're not getting it. Sure, contribute to damage. Again, we just want like, we want a way to get like crits. Like a damage towards crits, maybe. Maybe the stationary copy thing, it was like a double-edged sword. Because it just... We are way easier at scaling things. But the problem is, then we hit the crits more often, because then we just have more crits there. I guess at the very least... How we can look at it is if we don't crit for a while, we still get, like, some damage value out. Is there massive crit damage? I mean... This already has a multi-ball on it. You know what? I think we found the solution to the whole crit problem. Whenever you crit is triggered, gain... Fucking... Alright. When applying positive status effects to yourself, increase the amount by 1. I don't think we have positive status effects, but I can, like... I like that the mask was smiling. This is the only zone I don't want to fight bosses in. Because the bosses in this zone suck ass. So the thing that is making an, like, every time an orb hits, like, the first peg, the multi-orb is stacking with it. So it's triggering twice. That is intriguing. I would call that a good situation for myself. Let's just... That's a lot of damage. I think we've figured out the crit problem. So we have one orb that wants the crit really bad, and an orb that really does not. Okay, we got, whenever I spawn, enemy spawns, whenever crit is triggered, apply a random debuff to a target. Bombs just deal more damage. When drawn, if your base damage is greater than the crit damage, the board will contain one less, otherwise contain one additional crit. I think that just solves the problem I have. So, this is going to be a weird build. I kind of dig this. So, enemies don't get their extra turns on your first reload. Gain 3 max health when a deck is added. So I'm just going to pick it up because I don't have it yet. And the other one didn't, like, speak to me. So the build is weird. I don't want to be fighting boss enemies if I can handle it. I'm going to try to go down and maybe to this shop. So we're going to start off. Okay, brace yourself for impact. Just hit me. What the fuck? So what's going to happen is we're going to go into the board. It's probably going to add an extra crit to the board. Gain a stat for every, whatever. I have the happy mask, right? So that's 2 for every, thing. It's like, okay. Okay, we can explain it now. So I'm going to spawn in. My orb is going to do more base... it doesn't do... So it does less base damage than the crit does. However... I'm not trying to do that. What's going to happen is if I get more refreshes over and over again, I'm eventually going to have more unless that base damage doesn't count. It's going to cause me to be able to actually utilize... That was just like an instant. If it works the way I think, like that one orb there had more base damage, so then I was less likely to get a crit. And it just would remove the crit from the board. That being said, this thing does good crit damage, so... Might as well hit these guys. So this does... So okay, there you go, yeah. I drew an orb that had more base damage than my crit damage, so I just didn't draw a crit, so I'm not going to draw a crit for 4 turns. Which means I can get the refresh damage up. Hopefully more and more. There you go. We're at 7 damage on the lightning. I'm not going to be drawing crits anymore, and my problem is solved. Now, if I get into a situation where I like this. I like this build. It's a very interesting and cool way to modify or like conditional stat yourself to be able to be effective. I'm gonna force a ball into the obelisk because I don't want a obelisk. We're just gonna remove an orb. I have so much gold. I didn't want to. I was... Hey, can we make the button not the same color as the rest of the UI? Instead of the remove orb option? Alright, well, whatever. We have like 200 gold that we're not going to spend. Fuck you. We drew an orb that didn't have a higher base damage. So we drew one now that does. The orb we wanted to remove was probably this crit one. Because I think out of everything in my backpack... Now the regular orb does have higher crit damage. But we might not hit a crit here. And that's good for us. Kind of really like this build. Like, holy shit, by the way, I've never done that and just not gone to the shop. I was about to Alt F4. But I'm wrapped in a blanket, so I couldn't do it. Talking over fucking playing, by the way. Holy shit, this is an hour long, by the way. This boss does suck. I gotta keep this in mind. Why did it duplicate twice? Oh, cause... Oh yeah, this one has multi-orb on it. Unfortunately, if I had your weakness, I would have one-shot the boss there. We're in the situation. What is this game, man? We're in a funny situation where it's like, hey, that whole build you had, like, the idea of gaining, doesn't really matter. Let's just like kill everything. But yeah, we remove the crit from the board. We're gonna get crits now, drawing these, Nope, we are permanently no crits. That being said, there you go. That was I really like that build. It felt very unique compared to a lot of the other ones. Despite the fact that we still kind of ran, lightning orbs. But we got rid of the crits, and we had to do that was a cool build. It's certainly, the relics are better than apply 1 healing slime every 8 pegs hit. When you could get a relic that is every 15 pegs, you hit, you get healed. Yeah, a lot of these orbs are just really bad, so just don't take them. Yeah, if you enjoyed, leave a like, comment, subscribe, check my links in the description. I'll see you in the next one. More Peglin coming soon, because I'm having fun playing Peglin.